If the internet influences our children, so does content on our television screens. In our country, footy time is family time. But the bombardment of betting ads takes the joy out of televised sports. Worse, they're changing the culture of our country in a bad way and normalising gambling at a young age. Many Australian families have had enough. And that's why tonight I announced that a coalition government will move to ban sports betting advertising during the broadcasting of games. Ads would be banned for an hour each side of a sporting game. Yeah. I encourage the Prime Minister to work with us on this initiative to get it implemented now. The best way to ensure Australians are getting ahead will always be to give them a job. And this has been the guiding principle of Liberal governments dating back to that of our founder, Robert Menzies. Yeah. Jobs change lives, communities and families. Australia has achieved what was thought impossible in the dark days of COVID. Our unemployment rate hit a record 50-year low, and it's had a 3 in front of it now for more than a year. The labour market remains very tight, with over 438,000 job vacancies. After Labor's much-hyped Jobs and Skills Summit and the establishment of the Economic Inclusion Advisory Committee, there is nothing in this budget to reduce barriers to work to get Australians into those vacancies. There are over 840,000 job seeker recipients, of which more than 75% had no reported earnings. That is no part-time work, which is why the Coalition would have thought, before increasing the base rate in this tight labour market, where we have 438,000 job vacancies, the government could instead have increased how much people can earn before their welfare payment is impacted. Yeah. Increasing how much people can earn before their benefits are reduced incentivises JobKeepers to take up opportunities, and it improves productivity. Yeah. It supports many small and medium-sized businesses across the country who are crying out for workers and have been left stranded by this government. If Labor had made this change, a job seeker picking up some extra shifts, about 10 hours a fortnight, taking home about $300 a fortnight, could still have retained the full job seeker allowance. And this is not dissimilar to the age pension and veterans work bonus increase that I announced last year, which, to the credit of the government, they adopted at least in part. And we hope that the government will take up this measure as well. Yeah. We'll support expanding eligibility for assistance for single parents, which Labor cut. In recognition of the workforce barriers single parents and over 55-year-olds can face, we'll support the government's assistance for these people. We'll also support the increase to rental assistance that is directly linked to rent paid.